So the first lady of the hour is my pink Dalmatian Aglaonema. It had a cute little bloom on it during this time, and I was expecting a flower, but it never bloomed the way I thought it was going to. It's okay. I'd say it's a medium light plant just to keep that pink nice and bright, and I water it every week in the summer and every 14 days in the winter. Next up is one of my faves. It's a cactus that goes by many names. I like to call it a zigzag cactus. It's also known as a fishbone cactus and a Discocactus angular. I think I said that right. It is a medium light plant. I water it once a week in the summer and once every 14 days in the winter. Make sure it has well draining soil because it is a cactus. Now we're getting into the finicky type plants, and we'll start with the Calathea vittata. I love that name because it has tata in it, and it is a low light plant. It has high humidity and water needs, so I water it every week. Now from beyond the grave is my pink Maranta. It's a beautiful low to medium light plant, and mine was growing super steadily before it died off. I think where I went wrong are the watering needs. I left it at home for a week and came back. It was dry AF. This is my very first Calathea, the Calathea orbifolia. It has some yellowing and crinkly leaves, but if you adhere to the humidity and water needs, it should acclimate to your environment well and give you some fully green leaves. I'm just going to take a moment here to flex one of my favorite pots. This is my red Siam Aglaonema. It is a beauty, and it takes medium to low light. I water it once every week in the summer and once every 14 days in the winter. It's very low maintenance, and I love it for that. Next is arguably my most practical plant. It's the aloe vera. I have two of them, and I've had them for the longest time. I'm not an expert on them, but I'd say they're medium light plants, and I water them once every week and have stopped watering them as frequently just because they're not looking great. This little guy is my Sansevieria Hani, also known as the bird's nest snake plant. This little guy is the Hawthornia, also known as the zebra cactus. I got it as a cutting from my friend, and I initially thought it was a fake plant because of the low water and light needs. This right here is a Philodendron Brazil. It is a low to medium light plant, and I water it once every week in the summer, once every 2 weeks in the winter. Next is my Philodendron Lemon Lime. It has the same watering needs and light needs as the previous Philodendron. Last but not least, we have my OG Heartleaf Philodendron. It's probably my oldest plant that I still have alive to this day, and I'm happy to see that. It's still growing, still blooming, and it definitely prefers low light to any other lighting situation. Here we have the Tradescantia Nanook. It is a beautiful, vibrant plant, and it takes medium light and water every single week, whether it's winter or summer. Next, we have the Tradescantia zebrina, also known as the wandering dude. It has the same water and light needs as the previous plant, and it had these really long stemmy legs for a while, which were pissing me off, but they eventually went down with time. Next, we have my most recent pothos, which is the golden pothos. It is a medium light plant, and it takes water once every week or once every 2 weeks. After that, we have the standard pothos, which was huge when I got it, and the leaves just keep getting bigger with age. It is a low light plant just because it doesn't have any variegation, and it also needs to be watered weekly. Lastly, we have my oldest but smallest pothos, the neon pothos. Despite its size, it's a fast grower, and I keep it in medium light, and I water it once every week. Next, we have the Philodendron Birkin. It's a medium light plant. The less light it gets, actually, the more it grows for me, and I water it once every week. And after that, we have the Bird's Nest Fern. It's a medium light plant, and it needs to be watered every week. Up next, we have the beautiful Ficus taniki, also known as a variegated rubber tree. This plant needs a lot of bright light, and I water it every week. Up next, we have my favorite ficus, the Ficus elastica. I love its deep leaves, and it has the same exact care needs as the previous plant. Now we're swinging back into the Aglaonemas with the Golden Madonna. It's an easy plant with medium to low light needs, and I water it once every week or every 2 weeks in the winter. Now let's slither back into the snake plants with the Sansevieria Moonshine. It's a medium to low light plant that needs water every once in a while, honestly, not every week. Next, we have the Sansevieria Black Gold. It was my very first snake plant, and it has low to medium light needs and super low water needs. After that, we have my variegated spider plant. It needs low to medium light and to be watered once every week or every 2 weeks in the winter. It's followed by my Hawaiian spider plant. It has the same care and needs, and I got a bunch of little babies off of this one. Next, we have the String of Tears. It's one of my favorite plants, and it needs a lot of bright light. If you saw it now, you'd probably be in tears. Next is one of my biggest plants, my Monstera deliciosa. It also needs bright light, and I water it once every week. Last but not least is my ZZ Raven. It's the definition of low maintenance with low water and light needs, and I swear if you overwater this, you'll do more harm than good. Thanks for watching this plant tour video. I shot this back in February and I recently moved, so I have a whole new updated video for you guys coming soon. Peace out.